225 2025/13 because the spirit asked me to say that. I was given this at 3:55 a.m. to say that the great mother wants me to say this. So I say I do it. The mask. I was up to do this. So I was told to say for those who didn't come back to her and chose what you chose that a long time ago. It wasn't like it just happened. So for those who was given the time to return to their mother, they did so. And they will still continue to do so at a point. I'm not really sure how that goes, or nothing like that, because I had no clue. And then a while back when I used to listen to these videos, she wants everybody to know that those who are saying we're gonna get our special powers, we're gonna get this and we're gonna get that, so on and so forth. Great Mother says you mistaken. She don't know how you get that or where you got that from. I'm just telling you what's being told to me through the spirit. Now, the conjurers, all you people who think that she's just gonna just give you some powers, that you call them superpowers because that's what you say. I used to listen. I used to hear that stuff. I had no clue. I still don't got no clue half the time. But anyway, so I was told to tell you, you're mistaken. And like I said, she said for those who was going to come back to her, they were going to come back because that's what they were going to do. If you didn't come back, you just did not come back. So if you think that you're just going to automatically get some superpowers and you're going to do all this and so on and so forth, she says to tell you, you are sadly mistaken. That is not the way things go, despite what you hear, because we hear a lot of stuff and it just floats around on the internet. The way they say things was going to pan out in these books and how this was going to happen and that was going to happen. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to happen like that. They have a speculation. They think something is going to happen this way, but then you sit back and it happens another way. So we really can't predict when something's going to happen, how it's going to happen. Because we don't know. We just don't know. But those ones who say those words that come out their mouth, it's not like that. And that was what I was told to say. I don't know. That was just what I'm supposed to say. I am saying what I'm supposed to say because you're wrong. She says you're wrong. You're mistaken. Everything is not for everybody. See, she said she knows who is who. She knows because that is mother's power. And hardly some of you even mention her. You don't. You act like she doesn't exist. Those are her powers. They come from her. Those are her elements. They came from her. She ain't come from nobody else. Mother is magic. That's the mother. That's the great mother. That's that grandmother. And you sweep that grandmothers, those ancient grandmothers, you sweep them under the rug. You can't do that shit. You cannot do that. You have to acknowledge them. For those who you just acknowledge one side, you can't do that. It's her side to shine at this point. And now y'all act like she don't exist. You have a mother and you have a daughter. You have two feminine divine aspects. Two feminine divine, if you want to say spirit, spirit. Two feminine divine powers. And you just fail to acknowledge them. You don't mention them. You don't say anything about the mother or the daughter. You just keep on as if they never existed. That is the same shit that we have here now. You never say anything about matriarch. It's always patriarch. We been there, we done that dance. Donna Summer said that's the last dance. That is it. There will be no more patriarchal rule. Oh, that shit is going away from here. We see what that end result is. Ain't gonna be no more of that. And nobody says nothing about the matriarchal rule except for those who mother has chosen to say what they're going to say so that you can know that shit, that patriarchal shit, this mess they got going on here, oh, that's being ripped apart. You just don't realize it. I was talking to a lady yesterday, and I went into the store, and I was talking to her, and I see those. I'm not really sure what's happening. You can look at the stuff. I see these different machines, digital shit that says they got different ways to pay. Samsung, digital something. They got these different ways to pay for shit. And she's an older lady, and I asked her, did she hear about the doing away of the cash? The monetary system, I really don't know what they're doing. So I can't sit here and say, I just asked her because she was the cashier. And she said, no, she hasn't heard any of that. So I was talking to her a little bit, and she was saying how she had no clue. You see what I'm talking about? They do shit and nobody has no clue what's going on because they're told to shut the hell up. They can't say nothing. They want to destroy and damage as many people as they can. And when I was talking to her, she was like, well, I don't know how that works. She said, thanks for the heads up. I was told to tell her that. It just came over me to tell her. So I asked her. And that's the result because a lot of us don't know what's going on. And you think that's fair to the people who don't know? No. But do they care? The answer is no. It doesn't matter what you look like. Because she did not look like me. But that's besides the damn point. Don't nobody care what she look like. She just don't know. There's a lot of people out here who don't know. I don't care what you look like. They will spring some shit up on you. And then when it's time, then next thing you know, they done change shit. And you don't know how the hell you been hit upside your head. But I don't know what mother's plans are. I don't know what's going to happen. But the lady did not know. She was like, I'm going to be in a whole lot of trouble because she did not know. So I told her, I said, keep your eyes open and just watch. But I was led to tell her that. Just to tell you, a lot of us ain't got no clue. We don't know. Now you tell me that's not dirty. That is so freaking dirty. These are the heartless, the most hateful things that we are dealing with this patriarchal mess. That's what we got. And nobody's talking about matriarch. Period. You don't hear nobody hardly saying that, except for the ones that's going to say it. Hush, hush, quiet, quiet, and they think they're supposed to quiet you. Like I said before in the first video, how they would send shit in my dreams. I done seen different people I had never dreamed of in my life. Why would I dream about an Oriental person? I don't have nothing to do with them. But 3 women came up in my dream and I ran the fuck away from me and told them that they didn't have no powers over me. And I told them to go back to the abyss where they came from, and their faces were covered in white. Like somebody painted white over their faces. And when I told them to get out of here, they disappeared. Second time I seen another Oriental woman, but she was just passing by, and I did talk to her. She talked to me. She spoke to me. I wasn't dreaming about those people. Why the hell would I dream about some white men? Why? They weren't in my dreams. For what? And 2 African dudes and a mixed multitude of people. Because it's the conjuring, the shit that they would do. Then had 2 white women attack me. But it didn't work out too well for them. Why? Some gory looking grotesque man standing in the front of me while I was in the car trying to stop me from going forward and trying to push my car back into reverse. But he couldn't stop me. So I ran his ass over. A bunch of people trying to attack me in my dreams. Dark-skinned folks. It didn't really matter because it's a mixed multitude of them. It don't really freaking matter. I would talk. I would say some. We would talk on Messenger. I would talk to my brothers and sisters, and we would talk. I would tell them a dream or two on Sunday. They sent a damn white man after me on Monday. So it's stupid shit like that. But they can't fuck with me, see? And just the other day, I'm laying down here. The Spirit told me to get my ass up because they was fucking with me again. can't get me that way. They think they got some power. Bitch, you ain't got no power. Not when it comes to my peoples and myself. You must be out your daggone mind. But these are the things that they do. And that's exactly why Mother is the way she said. What makes you think she gonna give you something of hers so you can work against her? What damn sense does that make? It don't make no sense whatsoever. But I was told to tell your ass, the ones of you who think that you're gonna be flying, and you have these things like the Marvel comics and those cartoons, but they put the shit in cartoons, they put it on the TV, and they show us shit. The Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man and Wonder Woman, the Bionic Woman and the $6 million Man and things of that nature. Aquaman and the Transformers and things like that. And those movies all the time. And you think somebody gonna give you that so that you can work against them. It doesn't make any sense. But she told me to tell you that if you think that she is going to give you some of her magic for you to do some stupid shit, you got another thing coming. But that's all. Hey, that's all I had to say. That's it.